Well, most women I had sex with in a day was 6. I'm leaving one girl house to another girl house to another girl house to another girl house to another girl house. Woke up, I knew what girl who was gonna start my morning off. Back in the day, I used to carry a bag. I had a bag that had.
No, we don't. We do not have any drink sponsors yet. Thanks for rubbing it in my face, Jody. Thanks.
No, we're gonna find somebody. Just a small. It got to be a small liquor company. You have numbers.
I know. But
we're gonna find. Look, this is what I do.
Another associate of mine is demanding I put together an actual pitch deck tomorrow. Like tomorrow.
Okay, that's cool. You better chat GTPT it.
No, it's all existing shit. Like my bio and like the show descriptions exist.
Yeah.
Like it's aggregating all the numbers and putting them from the various platforms in one fucking place and being like, these are all the numbers. Turns out, in a surprise to fucking no one, at least not to me, depending on the platform, between 70 and 90% of my viewership is male.
Oh, my knee. Okay.
You need those. Don't fuck those up.
Yeah, no. Okay. I'm good.
Yeah. In a surprise to no one. 70 to 90% of my audience is male.
That's fine.
No, it's good.
Okay, yeah.
Because I should, like, they're like, why are you not hollering at girls to be like, 70 to 90% of the people that listen to this are fucking dudes.
Right.
That's your audience. Like, that's the people that, buy your shit.
Yeah.
Why are you not advertising here?
Yeah. Like, because you had the Manscaped thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is man thing. I mean, but
no. Like, people's spicy links.
Yeah.
Like directly advertising their spicy links on here.
Okay. Yeah. That's all right. Let's ready to get the show started.
I mean, we're recording.
It's
that's what that clap was.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I didn't know what we was talking about. We was just going.
The show. You've done this show before. How do you not know? Man, sometimes we just go.
We're just going. Okay. Hey. Hi,
Jody.
Hey. Everyone don't know who Jody is.
Well, they should. You've been on here before.
I've been on here before. But that was early ages. That's like almost 2 years ago, man.
I know.
That's 2 years ago. You know how many names I became?
I know. It's hard to keep up. I don't even know exactly what I should be calling you
right now. So
this second.
This is how it goes with Jody. I've been Jody Rar. I've been Jody Passion. I've been
it was Mister Jodi for a second.
No. It's Mister Jodi now.
Oh, okay.
This moving forward is Mister Jodi.
Okay.
So everything you see is Mister Jodi. Yeah, I'm Mister Jodi right now.
Okay.
That's my director name. That's my producer name. For those who don't know what I do, let's remind them that I'm a producer. I'm a director. I am a consultant. I am a bodyguard.
A masseuse.
A masseuse. A licensed massage therapist. And the word's not masseuse, but okay.
Oh, that's just a little.
Yeah. What else do I do? I do everything besides swim.
Still?
I can't swim.
It's been 2 years. Come on.
Yeah, I just can't.
We got to get you down to the YMCA and just throw you in.
They still have those?
Oh, yeah, they still exist.
Okay.
The Hollywood YMCA is like fucking walking distance from here. It's not a close walk, but it's a walk.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I know if I'm on the ship, that's all I can do. Just drown.
No. When's your birthday?
9/17.
Oh, shit. Well.
They have birthday specials for me at the Y?
I was just going to be like, happy birthday. Get you a swim lesson.
Oh, one lesson is going to teach me how to swim.
I don't fucking know. I haven't taken swim lessons in like 30 years.
It's one lesson. Hey, it's one. I don't think I can float anymore.
I'm sure you can float.
They say when you have too much muscle, it's hard to float.
I don't think you got some body fat.
I mean, yes, I do have body fat, but it's like floating. I mean, you can't float forever. What's the longest someone can float?
I don't fucking know.
That'd be crazy. Like, could you float for an hour?
Yeah, I'm sure you could float for an hour.
That'd be boring.
What?
You'd be alive.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I haven't been dead yet, but pretty sure that's kind of boring too.
Maybe. We don't know. It's a mystery.
It is. We can get you 6 30-minute swim lessons for $300. And those are private lessons.
Okay. It depends on who the instructor is.
You can't be sexually harassing your swim instructor.
I'm not harassing. They may harass me.
Oh, okay. So we want to get you an Uggo so to keep you out of trouble.
We don't know who. You know, you just can't.
Well, it's a private lesson. You get to, if you're paying that much.
If you're paying that much, right? They gonna probably try to be holding me by my butt, like, hey, float.
Yeah. Or if we want to save $98, we can get you semi-private lessons.
That's a little group. That's a mini group.
Yeah.
So it'd be like the old ladies.
That would be hilarious content for you. You learning how to swim with some old ladies around you? Come on, that would be.
That's a future sugar mama,
right?
I mean, sugar grandma,
right? She can leave the whole house to you.
No, the old people don't take care of their house. Their houses should be so.
Right. You just flip it. You ain't moving in.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Once you got the deed from under their kids, just fucking flip that bitch or sell it to their kids. Be like, yo, grandma left it to me. I know this house means a lot to you. I will give it to you for a little over market value. Just a little.
Okay. We can make it work.
Right. But tell me that would not be amazing internet content. You getting swimming lessons with some little old ladies.
Yeah, I know that'd be great. That'd be wholesome and have that little music behind it, and we just doing.
I think it's well worth the $204.
Okay, I keep that in mind.
I mean, 6 lessons. Apparently, that's enough.
I guess so. I'll look into it.
Just as a content creator, I think it would be good content.
I don't even get on like my first time on a boat was this year.
Industry party.
It was a melanin party. It was a cool experience, but at the end of the day, like everybody was jumping in water. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Well, the problem with a boat party is you can't just leave.
You can't.
That's the problem. You're sick of these motherfuckers. You get a little too drunk. You want to get the fuck out. Stuck on the boat till it's over.
But I was with good company though, so I think I wouldn't get on a boat if I wasn't gonna be with good company.
That's never guaranteed.
It's always guaranteed with me because everybody knows I don't play that shit. That's what it is.
Yeah, no one's ever gotten drunk and acted a fool around you. Never.
No, because I kick your ass off the boat.
You gonna just whoop, off the side, fucking
yeah. Figure it out.
Walk the plank, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how we do it. I'm not about to be on something. I don't know how to. If I fall off. It's an issue. Actually, everybody on the boat could swim really good. Like, it was really good swimming. And I just wouldn't do it. I'm cool. I'm cool. I didn't get motion sick or anything like that.
Well, that's good.
So I'm cool with being on a boat now. It was a nice experience, I'll do it again.
I'll go on a boat party, but I gotta be really sure about who's on the boat with me.
Have you had like a wild experience on a boat though before?
Nothing too crazy.
I was wanting a wild experience. I wanted like, oh man, let me see. I wanted to have sex on a boat.
Some full on like rap video fucking boat party.
Yeah. Or just never mind.
What?
His party ain't the right party.
Oh yeah, not anymore. No,
not anymore. But I wanted a wealthy person party.
You wanted a rap mogul party?
Yeah, I wanted a rap mogul party. Or just a real industry party. It's crazy because it comes down to I say wealthy because they parties are. It's a story about Leo. He had a girl strapped on the outside of the boat. Like tied to the outside of the boat like this on the boat. And just rich men with money, you're going to get that.
Well, yeah. People just want to do shit for rich people for the chance to possibly,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Get their bills paid, maybe.
Maybe get their bills paid. Maybe provide for their children. Who knows?
It's a slippery slope, really, when you come to that in regards to what you're willing to do for the wealthy. That's been a subject right now.
Yeah.
I said, would you rather do 10 years in prison or 10 years of... We need to find a new name for that person right now. But
10 years for a bad boy?
yeah, I like that. 10 years for a bad boy. 10 years with a bad boy or 10 years in prison. Which one are you picking?
I don't know. Depends on what is going down with that bad boy. Like,
I'm taking the bad boy.
well, I don't know. Am I getting turned out like Justin Bieber allegedly did?
Justin Bieber haven't said anything, so we're not going to take that.
As I said, allegedly.
Okay. I mean, okay. Let's look at this. You can do 10 years in prison where you getting fully controlled by guards, and then you may have to be somebody's bottom while you're in the prison. All right. That's the thing. And then when you leave prison, you can't, it's hard to get a job.
Porn will take you back though.
Porn will take you back. Right, right. But leaving 10 years of the bad boy, you still in the 10 years, you still get to fly across the world. You still get to have your luxury living. And if you're smart, you can sue them afterwards and still walk away with $100 million.
No one's won that case yet.
The first person did.
Did they?
She won $100 million or $90 million.
I didn't think any of the judgments happened yet.
I think she did.
Okay, my internet's down. That's
okay,
cool.
Well, that's cool.
When the fuck did that happen? It was working a second ago. I literally just Googled what swim lessons cost.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, shit.
It's not working? It's still not coming up?
No, my Wi-Fi is not connecting. Technical difficulties, folks. But I don't know. Because I feel like, for me personally, if I was employed by the bad boy for 10 years, what am I going to do in that job? I'm going to be a drug mule or some shit. So there's a really good chance that I end up going to prison on it on top of that.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible, but you enjoyed those 10 years. Possibly.
Yeah, but that would make going to prison even worse because you're well known, probably.
Yeah, but you wasn't a snitch.
True.
So you're fine.
True. But I don't know. Going from like a super luxury lifestyle to prison seems like it would be worse than going from, whatever you want to call this to prison. It would suck either way.
I'm the bad boy route. Okay. I'm going to take the bad boy route.
Oh, no. In reality, I'd probably take the bad boy route as long as I wasn't like, getting abused.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's people. I mean, we're going to touch on that, but a little bit. But I think for the men who were abused, who were over 18, that's their fault. I'm going to just say that. It's your fault. You allowed yourself because you knew the benefits that came with you being abused.
Yeah.
One guy, the other guy got a #1 album, and I never even heard the album. He got an album out of that. But it's also, his case is also about like being flown out for sex. Have you ever been flown out for sex?
Yes, I have. Holy shit, I have. Goddamn. It was a long time ago. No one has flown me out in a hot minute for.
Was it a good experience though?
It was a complicated experience.
Oh.
I was like fucking 18.
Okay. You was just, barely legal.
Yeah. And so was she.
Oh, okay.
Like, I thought I was flying out to see a girl I was getting in a long distance relationship with.
Okay.
And it turns out, oh, no. I was being flown out for sex, and I was the other man.
By a girl that you thought you were in a relationship with?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, she broke it to me in the hotel room.
I mean, you must be doing something right, because if she had a man already and then just flew you out to try to test the waters with you, was that your first time doing something?
I mean, we had messed around a little bit before, but never actually fucking hooked up.
Okay, so y'all finally got to hook up. Okay, that's cool. Like, she was off in college?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it works. I've been flown out a few times.
I'm trying to think if I've been flown out. No, most of the time I've been flying other people. I've been flying people to me because I had a ton of airline miles. So I've definitely offered to fly for people before, but that would have been on my own fucking miles, not like someone paying my ass.
Okay, I've been flown out by a WNBA player
recently.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was nice.
What happened?
Well, a WNBA player reached out to me, and
so how was the DM? What was the DM slide? Come on.
It was actually a referral because of a friend of their friend had recommended me and my services. Not the massage.
Okay.
Well, I am massage and some shit.
Right. Oh.
But no, she actually been paying attention to me for a while because of when the time I did reach out to one of her friends who did play in the WNBA. I reached out to one of her friends in regards to massage. So she's just been watching from a distance. And then she was like, hey, I see what else you also do. I'm trying to see what that be like. And I was like, ain't nothing but a quick flight to Vegas. So what's up? And she took care of that. So yeah. And it was a good experience. I've had a bad experience being flown out. One girl wanted to fall in love. She thought it was more than what it was.
What did you do?
She flew me out, paid for everything, and then when I'm leaving, she was like, "Well, I was hoping are we gonna be in a relationship?" I'm like, "Wait, you flew me out for sex." Every time you wanted to have sex, every moment, it don't matter what time of the day or when it was, my dick was hard and ready whenever you wanted that. So that's what my understanding was. It was not about being anything more. It was just for sex. And I delivered what I was supposed to do. Don't try to make it more than what it was because you flew me out. I wasn't supposed to pay for no dinners. I wasn't supposed to pay for anything. You paid for this meat.
That's ridiculous. Condom, no condom.
There was no condom.
See, that's why.
Well, I mean, all right, so I enjoy condoms.
That's a lie. No one enjoys condoms. No one. No one enjoys condoms.
No. You know what? I actually come faster with condoms on than without condoms.
How's that work?
Excuse me. This pineapple and whiskey has got me going. The reason why I come faster with condom on than no condom is because you have that safety net. It's like I can just be free and shoot and don't have to think. It's no timing to worry about your timing. When you don't have a condom on, it's like the timing and you got to pay attention to that note like, pull out. You got that pull out alarm. But when you got the condom on, you're like, shit, I'm just going to just let it rip in this condom.
See, this is why you get a vasectomy. You can just let it rip.
Yeah. I know you had that happen and I'm not on that ship yet.
It's a beautiful thing. Just let it fucking rip.
You're just cutting off the life sources. I don't understand it though. Do that mean you can't really like? How's your?
Looks normal. That's fine.
Everything come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still white. Still comes out fine.
So what is this? How does it stop it? What part does it stop?
Okay, so like the ejaculate is like basically the lubrication that gets the swimmers to get to the egg.
Right.
The tubes that combine the swimmers to the ejaculate is what's cut.
Okay.
So there's just no swimmers in that motherfucker.
Okay. So it's just really creamy.
Yeah. Yep. Diet cream pies for all. Well,
okay.
not all, but
well, now they know you got the diet. I'm just full of calories.
Yeah, exactly. I had to get off my ass because it's been 2 years at this point, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure that Matt Slayer's diet cream pies. Have as many as you want, never gain an ounce.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that saying.
Just like the show's gonna be me holding 2 pies. Like
I used to have this thing of regards to like why I had sex so much was so I can empty out the strong swimmers. Like I was having sex like 6 times a week.
That's healthy.
Yeah, it is healthy for a person who. No, I guess it is healthy. 6 times a week with 4 different women or 3 different women a week.
And
this wasn't. I wasn't in the adult industry at the time doing that.
Right. Just getting to work.
Just getting to work. But I was like, yo, I don't because you know what? I didn't jack off. I would refuse to. I didn't start jacking off until I was 23.
What made you decide that you wanted to start doing that?
It was a depressing moment in my life, and a particular woman left my life, and I was just like, I couldn't sleep. I was down, and I was like, you know what? Let me do this. And I mean, it made you high for that moment, but then you just look yourself in the mirror like you filthy thing. But then I was just like, usually, really just I refused to jack off.
So what technique did you go for your first time? You fuck a pillow?
No, you use my hand and lotion. What? Hand and lotion. Who? Y'all fuck pillows?
Motherfuckers fuck pillows, yes.
I've never fucked a pillow. What do you do? You put a hole in that?
I don't fucking know.
You said
I have not gone down. Like, a lot of dudes, like when they're young, are like, yeah, the fucking pillow to go. I don't know the fucking technique.
I don't know. What was your first? What did you do in your first?
Left hand fucking lotion, man. I'm right-handed, but yeah, I do it lefty.
You know what? I'm right-handed, but I do a reverse. I don't do a straight grip. I do a reverse grip. So, because my stuff curves. They didn't know that, but it's a reverse curve. So that's why I did, and that was cool. But it's still, I refuse to do it a lot.
I'm not here to deny myself any pleasure. I do it whenever I feel the need.
But after you're done,
I wipe off and go to sleep.
You only do it at night?
No.
Okay.
But usually I want to nap afterwards.
Oh, okay. I like to go to the gym afterwards. I like to just like, I need to prep myself more, get me strong again when I'm my weakest moment.
How's that a weak moment?
Because I just busted a nut. I want I want to go push myself past my weakest moment. Like I am tired. Like you said, you want to go to sleep. So I'm pushing myself past that sleepy moment. I guess that's like intense training. That's training. You're stronger afterwards. You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's a healthy thing to do. Literally, if the internet was working, I would Google the exact science on this, but you're, as a dude, supposed to ejaculate 3 to
28 times a month.
Right. So,
I'm already hip with it. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I was having sex so much a month.
Yeah, that's the reason. You're like, I'm doing this for science. I'm doing this to fight prostate cancer.
I would really do that. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
No, you're supposed to do. But that was not your main motivation.
It was part of it.
No, that's bullshit.
It was bullshit. Once I found out, I said, I want to live. I need to fuck.
No one goes through that much hassle, that much fucking dating to just fight prostate cancer.
You said dating. What? I had to get past. It wasn't no dating after that.
Well, okay, sorry. Some sort of social interaction.
Okay, yeah. But, I mean.
Dating.
Yeah, I mean, cool. It still needed to be 28 times. And that's what it was. If it went more than 3 days for me without me having sex, I got angry. And it's not like psychopath angry. It's just like I felt I was angry.
No, I get that. Especially when I was younger, like, this is all fucked up. Like, Midwestern fucking stupid misogynistic shit. But back in the day, like 20 years ago, motherfuckers.
Okay.
It's like, you go out with a girl, and she fucked on the first day. It's like, I don't really respect her. Like, this is not how I think at all anymore. Like,
okay.
But, like, as a young, dumb dude,
mm-hmm.
like, I don't really respect her. She goes, like, much past, if she goes third date or much past her, I also don't respect her. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Had to put out on the second date?
Yeah, it's like, second, if I really like her the fourth, this is young, dumb dude shit. Like,
so all right.
These days, like, fuck yeah, you better. Well, you don't have to put out on the first date, but I appreciate what you do.
Right, because we like to know. I mean, sex is sex, right? After sex, you could be cool, and that's when we actually like you. We want to see who you are after we get the pussy, because that's what it is. Because really, we can like you, and the pussy can be whack. Now that fucks up everything. That's like the pussy, and then like you afterwards.
Yeah.
I think that's the best route to do. Like, at the end of the day,
Oh, I agree. But it's also a problem when you really like the pussy and then you turn out you don't like them.
Oh, have I had those before?
Oh, I'm sure you have. Every man has.
You know what? I have. Like, I didn't like the situation, but I guess the pussy had me in a hole one day. No, I'm not going to.
I'm not going to say it's like long term, but you stick around longer than you should.
Yes. I've dated women who had multiple kids that I should not have been around playing stepdad for, but she was a squirter, and I was like, damn, I like waterworks.
Right?
So she had me for a minute. I broke myself free.
It happens. Like, sometimes you're just like, oh shit, I can delude myself. This is a really good time. And then it's just like, you go out to a meal and like, either you don't have shit to talk about or like, oh, you're fucking horrible. You're being mean to servers or some shit.
You know what? I have not I have never had a date like that before.
Well, good. You're
I
lucky.
never had a girl who was literally mean to servers or just was a horrible person toward human beings in regards to. Yeah, I never had a date like that.
Well,
I've
you
never
are a
had
lucky man because I definitely have.
bad dates. I don't. Who? I guess I am lucky because I've never had a real bad date. Mine is maybe the girl got too drunk, and I don't have sex with drunk girls. So maybe that's the only issue I've ever had on a bad date.
I've had some bad ones. I've had some weird ones. Had a girl lure me back to her apartment with the promise of cake.
Cake. You went back for cake though.
I did. I very much did. So like, this date is bad. It's fucking bad. She's just red flags left and fucking right. But she's a pastry chef.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense though. Then
she's like, oh yeah, I just made this amazing marzipan cake at work today. I have a couple slices of it back in my place. If you want to come back to my place, I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, this is a bad idea. Do not do this.
I like the risk. I'm that person who will go out like, oh, we're gonna have some sex. Cool. I've done it in abandoned development homes before. I mean, that's the houses where you just building and it's just the shell of the house. So yeah, I walk out and push the door open and the stairs aren't even built. But I was like, yo, hey, let's have sex here.
What is the wildest place you've had sex?
All right. So the wildest place where I've had sex, besides the sauna at the gym, hey, you see all the homeless people. I'm from the Midwest.
Me too.
This homelessness is new to me. Homeless people weren't in our gym at all back in the Midwest.
Yeah, they had enough beds for all of them because the motherfuckers leave or freeze to death.
Yes. So I had sex on an elevator that was see-through. That still wasn't my wildest.
Where was that at though?
It was like outside of the a parking garage that was outside of the Aloft Hotel. So while the garage, the elevator was going up, I was having sex where you can just see literally through it.
Like, what'd you do when you hit the top floor? Just hit the button to go back down?
Yes. What else you supposed to do?
I don't know.
Yes, you hit the button. You gotta be focused and unfocused. I said the development house, the unfinished houses.
Banging for a Habitat for Humanity and shit.
Yes. I've had sex while driving quite a few times. The most dangerous way, it was raining actually, and when I say driving, she gets on top of me while I'm driving. So she's riding me and I'm like tilt to the side and I'm paying attention while she's riding me.
Oh shit.
This takes precision, skill, both ways. While she's riding, you have to be driving and paying attention at the same time.
That would be horrible if you got into a car accident and broke your dick like that.
But that's the only thing I'm supposed to break is my dick.
That's the only thing I'd be worried about.
She's gonna fly through the front window.
Man, that sounds like her problem. She made her choices.
But it was good though. It was good. I enjoyed that. I don't know where it was going, but it was delicious. It was delicious. it was a delicious experience. So I think those are the top places I've had sex that was crazy that I can think of off the top of my head. Publix, I guess that's not a crazy place. That's like an experience, really. Like if I had sex in front of a group of people.
And depends on the group of people. If it's a bunch of priests, that's kind of weird.
Yes. It was a bunch of women.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I've had this story with you before where I had sex in front of the 6 women. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. I think the world is your bedroom. There's no wrong place to have sex.
Law enforcement may disagree.
Well, minus having sex, I would never have sex inside a church.
Why not?
What we say earlier, like if you're unalive, we don't know what's on the other side. So right. I don't want to risk that. Like, so this is you, Mister Jodi, in my house. I don't believe you should be doing that right there. I don't want to.
If God exists, He gave us the ability to fuck. I believe the Bible says, "Go forth and fucking propagate."
Okay. Yeah,
You're doing the Lord's work.
okay. I just wouldn't do it. That's all. Me, I wouldn't. But everything else is nothing's off limit. No children and no
Well,
church.
no, we're talking about consenting adults only.
No. I'm talking about like no playgrounds. Oh, I've had sex on a playground before. It was midnight and there was a swing and I was like, yo, and a slide. That was, but I didn't come, so it's okay, right? Because I didn't put no cum for the kids to come play on the next day with.
Well, that's why you finished inside.
No, I don't do cream pies.
They're so much fun.
Because your swimmers don't swim.
Even when they did.
Yeah, no.
I have I've said this a bunch of times. I probably should have gotten a fertility test before I got the vasectomy because as much as I, cream pied a fair amount of people in my day, never had a pregnancy scare.
Well,
the shit might have just not been working in the first place.
Yeah. See, I have.
You have proof.
I have proof.
You have proof it works.
I have proof it works. But my proof, they say you usually get people pregnant because of the genetic makeup. So the two people I've impregnate have that genetic makeup that fits mine. So I guess that works. But besides that, yeah, I'm not going to cream pie.
I don't know.
I've had almost close encounters, stupid moments where you like, you know what? Just let it go.
Yeah, that's how I cream pie people. I just let it go.
No.
That's exactly how it goes.
I like to put the icing on them. I like to put the icing. The cream of wheat, my cousin would say, is the cream of wheat.
I gotta admit, like the first time I was hooking up with someone who's just like demanded I come on their tits was like, oh, that's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Like it's hot when it's their idea. When it's just like I'm gonna pull out and pop.
Okay. But I'm the type of fucker who like, where do you want me to come? I like the engagement with them. Like, where you want me? And if she say come inside me, I'm like, nah. I'm gonna say that in the middle of sex, like, no, that ain't happening. You better pick. What's option number 2? It could be back. It could be on your ass, your titties, or your face. You got them two. Or your
stomach. Hell, shit.
Your stomach. Yeah, we always stomach. Yeah, because it depends on what I drink that day. It may just only get to a stomach.
Yeah, no, there definitely been like when I have pulled out, there's definitely been some lower navel just bush, like, sticky bush.
Yeah, like oh man, I tried to get to your titties, but
I was so turned on, girl. I didn't make it there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
You were just so hot. I almost finished in you. I'm sorry.
Oh man, this yeah.
I was. It's like these things happen.
How many women have you had sex with?
I have no idea.
In a day?
In a day, 2.
2?
2.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Like it was a morning and nighttime?
It was afternoon, nighttime.
Okay.
It was. I've told the story on air. It was AVN 14. AVN 14.
Okay. Before the show and then just after the show?
It was on award show day, and I ditch the award show every year.
Okay, I believe you.
The only time I ever gone to the AVN award show was 2018 when I was nominated.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I ditch it every year. So sorry to the audience who's heard this, but I think it's been a couple of years since I've told this story.
Oh, let's see, that's perfect.
Me and a couple friends roll over across the street to what was called Rumor at the time, across the street from the Hard Rock. I forgot. I think it's Serene now. It's like the All Suites Hotel across the street from the Hard Rock.
Okay.
And traditionally back in the day, all the swingers used to hang at that hotel. Like there'd be like a separate kind of auxiliary swingers convention going on during AVN at that hotel.
Okay.
So one of my guys was talking to one of the swingers. They're like, "Oh yeah, come by the swingers party. There's gonna be booze. Like fuck it. Like we're not going to the award show. Let's do it."
Yeah.
Roll over to the swingers party. Like we are just there stealing their fucking booze.
Okay, it sounds about right.
Just hanging poolside. Like there's a picture on my Instagram somewhere, like the three of us just in pool chairs, like all spread out with like liquor. And the swinger he was talking to earlier shows up with a couple of her friends. The girl that my boy knew was just like, "Oh, my friend here hasn't gotten laid this whole trip." I'm like, "Yo, I can help with that."
That's what she said?
No, that's what I said.
Like, okay.
I'm like, "Yo, I can help with that."
Okay.
Fucking liquid courage.
Okay.
So she just plops down on me and like basically starts dry humping me in front of everybody else.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, all right, cool. Just chilling on the pool chair, and then like we start going at it a little bit. I literally pick her up and carry her to one of the cabanas poolside.
Mm-hmm.
Close the curtain, start fucking her.
Okay.
Hey. Unfortunately, cabana sex is not comfortable.
It's just
It was just a bad angle. It was not comfortable.
Okay.
And she was staying there. I'm like, yo, why don't we just go back up to your room?
Mm-hmm.
So like she pulls her panties back off to the side and like, all right, we go up to her room. Turns out she is staying with another couple.
Okay.
And I get into the room, just kind of sit down on the couch, like, and this other swinger couple, not attractive people. She just gets naked and jumps into bed with them.
And she was expecting you to jump in.
And I'm just kind of like, the moment, just angel and devil on my shoulder, like, well, Matt, you're already here.
Yeah.
You've already been fucking her.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, is this really where you want to be? I said, fuck it, I'm here. And like,
oh, so you jumped, it was a foursome.
No, I wasn't letting those people touch me.
Okay.
So like, I jump into bed with them, like, it's just like the four of us hanging out in bed for a little while, and then she just starts blowing me in front of them.
Okay.
And it's like, all right. And then she's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, we go into the bathroom, we finish up. And like, I am probably out the door within 5 minutes of popping.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I didn't even ever learn that girl's real name.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, it'd be like, and so I leave, call my guy back up, like, well, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
Meet up with him, get some pizza, call up this performer I know who's also ditching the award show, see what she's up to. We go meet up with her, and we get to her hotel room, and she's been drinking a little bit, but she's just like, this is my first time to Vegas. I should have a quickie wedding.
A quickie wedding?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I said, fuck it, I'm in. And once, the proposal has happened, her and I were all over each other, like fucking everywhere.
Is that like, so y'all went to the little chapel?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Don't worry. Like, we proceed to like lose all our friends because we're just like fucking making out like on the casino floor.
Okay.
Just going at it. I'm just kind of like, well, this is also really unexpected. Like, I've hung out with this girl twice. Like, and it's never been sexual before. All right. We eventually make it back up to her room. The girl she's staying with brings back a dude. The four of us are bullshitting. And then like at one point, the girl she's staying with and another dude like, we're gonna leave so you two can bang. And I'm just like, ah ha 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 ha. And then they leave the room and she jumps on me. I'm like, all right, cool.
All right.
Fucking banging out with her. Come to the next morning with her just wearing a crotchless Pokemon onesie.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to go to the Burning Angel brunch at this point. She's a Burning Angel performer.
Okay.
We go to the brunch, and we're both kind of sobering up at this point. Like, maybe this marriage thing's a bad idea. I don't know. Well, bottomless Bloody Marys at the brunch.
Drinking again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sobering you up now, right?
No, it's back to drinking.
Okay.
We'd slept it off the night before.
Okay.
We get annihilated at the brunch, and we tell like the whole Burning Angel crew. We tell Joanna. We tell everyone. We announce that we're getting married at the brunch.
Okay.
My guy drives us to Clark County's the sheriff's office or whoever. We get the wedding certificate, and then we're going to roll to the Kiss Chapel. Kiss Chapel is not readily available.
Okay.
So we're like, all right, let's go back to like respectively where we're staying because we're not staying with each other. And meet up after the Kiss Chapel's available. We both get back to where we're staying. We sober up. She ends up leaving me via text. She's like, I don't think you're super into this. Let's just not do it.
Oh, she tried to put it on you? She said, I don't think you're super into it? Wow. Okay.
I was trying to get a prenup during all this.
Okay. Yeah, I hope so.
I reached out to Michael Federosi at Porn Law. He's a friend. And I'm just like, yo, I need a prenup. He's like, I don't do family law. Like, God damn it. So I reached out to like one of my guys back in Chicago. And unfortunately, he didn't get back to me because he was in rehab at the time. Like, it's like the party lawyer's in rehab, so he can't get my fucking prenup done.
Okay. That's
whole weekend was a shit show.
I didn't think marriages in Vegas is a real thing. I thought they used to people canceling and just getting married while they're drunk most of the time. Like they should have it's a little gap.
I mean, you
between it,
can
right?
definitely get an annulled.
Yeah, like right away.
Yeah.
So you've been married? Okay, cool.
No. We never. We got the license. We never went through the ceremony, so we
Okay.
never actually got married.
Okay.
But yeah, like I can show you the picture on my phone of the wedding license.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it happened. I posted that shit to Facebook, and like everyone's like, "This is a joke, right? Who the fuck is this girl?"
Where's she now?
Down in Texas, married with a kid.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Way out of the industry at this point.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
no.
You know, you was her stepping stone.
Oh yeah.
That's what it. That's how it goes.
What was hilarious was another when she got out of the industry, she ended up selling her Twitter to another performer,
Mhm.
like some girl who got her account banned. Like she sold her account so she'd have the followers to some other girl.
Yeah.
I ended up DMing that other girl about like a booking or something, and the old DMs pop up,
Wow.
and I'm like, when the fuck did I invite you to go on vacation with me?
Oh well, that could have been wifey.
Could have been, maybe, but it's still like, oh shit, like completely different performer. Like, what the fuck did I? Oh, it's like I asked her, I'm like, why are these old DMs here? She's like, and she told me, I'm like, oh, that's super fucked up.
Yeah.
That's super fucked up. Like,
But she couldn't see it though. They used the person who takes over the account. They deleted on that end. They can't see them no more. So you could just see them. You was like, oh, that's wild.
I don't know if she bothered to delete them or not.
Oh well.
It was still like completely different performer. Just be like, I was like, yo, I'll fly you out. Like,
Well, the most women I had sex with in a day was 6. This is not all at one sitting. This is I'm leaving one girl house to another girl house to another girl house to another girl house to another girl house. I forgot what I'm counting, but it's 6. I went to 6 different women houses. It was my main goal to do this before it was on New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve. Either way it was before 2 days or a day before that new year. And I was like, I'm about to have sex with 6 women today.
Why is 6 the magic number?
Because I think it was the year, it was about to be 2006, actually. So that's how long ago it was. So I literally woke up. I knew what girl who was going to start my morning off. So I went to her house and we wham bam. And back in the day, I used to carry a bag. I had a bag that had, I was one of me, like early ages, like I had stuff for her pleasure, like sex toys, stuff for girl, little vibrators. I ain't gonna say sex toys. I just had little vibrators. I had oils, lube. I had alcohol wipes, a bottle of alcohol, and paper towels. That was like my cleaning area. Like between switching to going to another girl, I'm cleaning myself with alcohol, or if I had a chance to take a shower, I had to do that. But I literally had sex with 6 women in that day.
See, that is fucking impressive.
It was. I mean, toward the end, you're not popping all the time because sex don't have to. You don't have to like come every single time.
Well, I know.
So it was for me. It was like I was able to make them come. So they say. No, my record's immaculate. For them to come, and then I did it for 6. Did that 6? I haven't did that since. I think the most I've done probably was 3. That's all. That's not bad.
No, seeing as like the average dude has 14 partners in his life.
Really, the average?
Yeah.
You know what,
Well, those motherfuckers who marry the first person they fuck
Okay.
really throw off the curve.
That's true. So when I first had sex, I was actually 17 years old. I was a senior in high school, which is pretty late, I think, for out of all my friends growing up. I was 17. But once I had sex, there was no turning me off or turning back. It was 1 year I had sex. I probably missed 1 day out the week of
You were
sex.
banging on Sundays on the Lord's Day? Now, aren't you worried about going to hell for that?
Actually, the girl who I first lost my virginity with, we left church to go have sex back at my house.
So why aren't you fucking in churches? You already you already fucked up on the Lord's day.
She was, I don't know. She was the first girl who actually first pussy I ate and the first person I had sex with. And then I broke up with her. I broke up with her before I went to prom.
Why?
Because I knew I wasn't going to be shit. Because I knew once that seal was broken, it was like, yo, I want to fuck everything. I told to the point where I told my grandma I want a tattoo of the world on my body for each girl I have sex with in each country. It doesn't have to be that country, but she has to be from that country.
How many continents you had sex on?
You know what? I'm a virgin to that. I have a passport. I've been having a passport for 8 years and have not left the country.
How the fuck did you have a successful music career and not tour outside the U.S.?
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Fuck your management on that.
I really got the passport because I was supposed to go to Australia. And the crazy thing is, Australia, I had sex with an Australian girl. Okay. And it was, I still got my Australian experience. I have my Jamaican experience. I didn't have my African experience. I had them come to America and I gave them an American experience, but I've never been out the country.
See, it is a goal for me to have sex in all 50 states. And at least
all 50?
All 50.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
No, the states are really hot. Maybe they can.
I mean, you can bring someone with you.
Does it count if they're from that state?
No.
You have to be actually in the.
Yeah, but you can bring someone with you from California.
Okay, I get that's just cool. Okay,
I mean, it's not about picking up someone in every state.
Well, no, it's different. You want the location, I get that,
yeah.
But the culture, who made that person, a Nebraska girl is going to be different than a Cali girl, so you're getting a really Nebraskan experience
for sure. But I saw the flaw with this plan when I was in Montana.
Okay,
I was talking to this girl in a bar. And I thought we were hitting it off. And then she's just, I had a flight booked to Tokyo 2 weeks out after being in Montana.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about it because that was the first time I was going to Japan. It was before I obsessively talked about it, people. I swear. It was the cause of that. And I was excited about the trip. She's like, yeah, I think I want to travel the world one day. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And she said, yeah, after I get married, have kids, and maybe after the kids go off to college, I'll start traveling. And it's just like, oh, you and I are just different people. We are in a different fucking world. And the majority of women I met in places like Montana, there was just no connection.
Yeah.
So it felt like it would be a very difficult task to be able to pull in all 50 states.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you get into some of them rural ass states.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I think that makes sense. Because there's certain cities that I go to that I don't like because I've never had sex in the cities because there's girls I just couldn't connect with while I was in that certain city.
What cities?
You know what? I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I've never had sex in St. Louis, which is odd, right?
Right. I've had sex in St. Louis.
But my wife is from St. Louis. So I guess does that count the same thing?
No.
Okay, it doesn't. So,
but I mean, you've had sex in the state of Missouri, so
yeah, that's the state, I guess.
I mean, if we're going by every major city, that becomes even more difficult.
Oh, Virginia. I've never had sex in Virginia because I have family in Virginia, and I've never had sex in Virginia. But I haven't been to Virginia since I've been an adult, so that I guess it doesn't count. I don't count things that I've been to. If I went to it before I was 18 or 21, I don't count that as a travel.
No, you shouldn't.
That's family stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about I've had sex in DC and I've had sex in just the DC suburbs of Maryland.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, did I have any sex in the Virginia side? I'm like, nope, no.
Yeah.
Other side of the Potomac.
Yeah, see, there's places that I've traveled for work, and if I've never had work to go to, I'm not gonna go to North Dakota.
Well. That's why I was in a lot of those places. Do you think I went to Montana if it wasn't for work?
Yeah, see? So,
but I was there for weeks, so it was not
okay, yeah. No, you have to have sex. If you're there for a week, you have to have sex.
I was trying. I had just weird encounters after weird encounter. I had the girl who's like, oh yeah, my whole goal is to fucking get married and pump out kids and maybe I'll see the world afterwards. And then I was in fucking Bozeman, Montana. I was at Ted's Montana Grill because that was like the best restaurant in Bozeman.
That sounds kind of good though. Ted's Montana Grill.
Well, it's a chain. They're everywhere.
Oh, I've never had it.
It's owned by Ted Turner.
Oh, okay.
They serve buffalo.
Okay.
It's good. It is legitimately a good spot.
Okay.
And I'm in Ted's Montana Grill and like I'm on this business trip by myself. This random ass woman sits down at my table with me and just starts talking to me and like I don't know if she's drunk or what the fuck she's on, but she's like, do you trust me? I'm like, I don't know you.
Oh, I had that experience before.
I'm like, I don't know you. She's like, and the server comes by, I'm like, separate checks, like separate fucking checks before this broad tries to order something and fucking throw it on my tab.
Okay.
And she's just like, yo, if you buy me dinner, I have cash back at my place.
Okay.
You can come back to my place and I'll pay you for dinner. And I'm just like, this is how I die in Montana. This is how I die. Like some fucking toothless redneck is going to murder me here. Like,
oh man, it's sad.
I didn't tell her to get the fuck out because I'm just like, I want to see where this story goes, but I'm not leaving the safe confines of this fucking.
So you didn't do it?
No, like once she realized I was not buying her dinner, she just fucked off from the table.
You're a better man than me. I've had that experience before. I had an experience where I was at a bar, a girl came in. Well, she was actually there she was like, do you feel the energy? Do you feel the energy in here? All the energy in here? I was like, yeah, I feel all the energy. Either way I go, I'm gonna skip things. She was very odd, very weird. But she ended up we go to her car. She had this old Mercedes. I'm talking about like a 93 or something. And it had, when I got inside, it had like, what did they used to have in the 80s, the little beads that you walk with?
You walk into like an adult video store? Yeah.
Like she had those around and inside her Mercedes Benz. Like, anyway, go. She sucked my dick. And she ended up throwing up on my dick. I didn't stop her because I'm just nasty like that. And I let her keep going. So, still stayed in contact with her. She gave me her address like days later. And I still pulled up to her address. And the house was very weird, very creepy. I mean, I shouldn't have been there. If it was a horror film, I would have probably died.
Well, yeah, you would have been the black man who died first.
Yes. But I still got my dick sucked again because she was pretty good at that. So it made me come back.
See, you just going dangerous places in the name of pussy.
Yes, I'm gonna give you another one. This leads into me thinking about weird girls that no matter how weird they were, I still had sex with them. I had sex with a girl who had a tail.
Like how long of a tail?
Like a rock waller. Like it was
like a trimmed Rottweiler.
Yes.
Like a little fucking nub.
Yes.
You try to grab her by it while you're.
So first of all, she was this girl who was like a psychic. And she does palm reading. And then she's like read my palm. And the next day she was talking about like, oh, I had a dream about us and blah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm going to play into this because you have these psychic powers. I used to have an expedition. So I took her back in my expedition. And I pull her pants down. And I see this little wiggly nub.
Did it wave when she was excited? Did it go back and forth when she was excited? Like,
but it was, it was a nub. It was like, this motherfucker got a tail. A little nub. I still fucked the shit up. Like, it didn't stop. I hit it from the back and kept going. It ain't gonna stop me.
And did the tail, like, drive into your fucking stomach?
No, it wasn't like that. But I'm like Captain Kirk. He fucked green women. So I would do the shit, okay? I don't care if she's... Wait. Let me clear this up.
Like, wait a minute. Wait,
let me clear this up. She has to be, I respect everybody's journey and how they are. But I like cis women. Is that what it's called? Cis women? You was born a woman. Okay. Yeah. So I prefer cis women. I respect every other trans and I don't know what else everybody
whatever
else did.
people choose to identify as.
Yeah, whatever anybody. I respect them, and I will still work with them. I actually just tried to direct this for someone before, anyway. But still, I just not my prerogative. Like,
no, for sure. Like,
but I just
you're not saying that they don't deserve to live and thrive.
No. They're amazing people. Like, they're amazing people. I wouldn't have sex with just me personally. That's all. They're and they're very. There's a lot of them are very beautiful. And I'm like, you know what? I did not even know that you was. But it's whatever.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's like it's a preference thing. It's not a.
It's a preference thing. It definitely is a preference thing because it's just a preference thing. I just because there's some hot ones, and I'm like, it's a preference thing.
Yeah. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't know how I drove into that part of the story, but that's just me. Like,
well, you're just like, I'll fuck anything. And you're like, well,
yeah, I don't fuck anything. I don't fuck anyone. I'm very like, I'm almost shallow a little bit.
Okay.
I would say that I'm very vain about it. Like, my resume is gorgeous always. Like, if I had some night fighters, I call them night fighters. That's that 1 a.m. and you like,
last card at the bar. And
like, man, do I want to? And I probably have like 1 or 2 out of the team I've had with, but yeah,
well, they don't go on the resume. It's like the job you held. It's like the job you held down for under 90 days. You just don't put it on the resume.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So they didn't go on my resume, and
that's horrible. I'm sure they were lovely women.
Yeah. Oh, this is another subject. Do you remember every woman that you had sex with?
Absolutely not. I don't even remember every woman I've been in a relationship with. There's a girl I know I dated. I don't remember her name. All I remember is she had purple hair and wore rainbow socks the first time we hooked up.
But how long were y'all together? You wouldn't know because
all I really remember about this has to be, I mean, this is legitimately 19 years ago.
Mm.
And all I really remember about why it broke off is she wanted to invite me to like a 4th of July party with her friends. I was going to a 4th of July party with my friends. I didn't invite her to that.
Mm.
And then we went our separate ways. I do not remember her fucking name. There's also like, okay, I'm sure I have said this on air before. I was a piece of shit in my 20s.
Okay.
Like, I was definitely a fuckboy in my 20s. Like, I was.
Does that make you a fuckboy?
Huh?
Really? What is it? I had to try to figure out a conversation with a girl. Like, what makes you a fuckboy? What is that?
Not clearly communicating that, like, you're just here for sex.
But you see, that's fucked up because they know good damn well you was just there for sex. And they're trying to put that, they're not holding accountability on that. Like, I've never tricked a woman to like having sex.
Well,
like,
it's not tricking. You're not tricking someone to having sex. But if one party has expectations that they're fucking you because they see a future here, and you're fucking them to get a nut, and y'all aren't communicating that is also on you.
That's on you, both parties.
Right.
So that makes her a fuck what? A fuck girl? Or a fucky? A fucky girl.
Because I did not communicate like that I was just there for sex, or wasn't there for anything serious. I will take the blame.
Okay, well, you was a fuckboy.
Yeah, I was a fuckboy. And part of the reason I was a fuckboy is a lot of these women I'm involved with, like, if my friends would ask who I was out with, they had nicknames. It wasn't like referring.
But that helps you remember them, though.
Yeah, like, I don't remember this girl's name. Like, the purple hair and socks, I don't remember her nickname or her name at all.
Okay. So when y'all went out, how did you remember introducing her to the people?
No, I never introduced her to anyone. That's why I was a fuckboy.
I had to
like, we went out with us. Like, her and I went out. We went back to my place and banged a bunch. That's it. That's why obviously it fell apart. Because the first opportunity for me to meet her friends or her to meet my friends, I put the brakes on that shit.
Okay. So you were strategizing everything. You was controlling everything as a fuckboy. Because you was like, oh, no friends. This is what it is.
It wasn't even like that intentional. It was just like, I was being fucking just afraid of relationships. I was just like,
that's fair.
I was just like, Oh no, shit's real if you meet my friends. Like, no, I don't want to meet your friends either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, this is part of the reason I said I was a fuckboy in this situation, because a lot of this shit was my issue. I feel like I treated a lot of women poorly in this situation.
Okay.
And then like there was a woman I dated for like a couple months. I do not remember her name. I know her nickname was the nurse because she was a travel nurse.
Okay.
Couldn't pick her off a lineup.
I have lots of women. I do not remember the name. I have women. I have to ask my cousin because this girl. It was a time in the club. A girl came up to me like, "Hey, you remember me?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Dang, I don't remember you." And I tell them that I don't even like sugarcoat that. And my cousin like, "Yeah, man, we used to go over her house and I will fuck her sister and you will fuck her." I was like, shit, I do not even remember this girl's name. I don't remember. So that night I had to fuck the girl because I didn't remember her. And to this day, I still don't remember her as years later. But this girl's, I mean, I always made it clear. I didn't want, for me, I don't think I was a fuckboy because I made it clear I don't want a relationship. And I've always told him, I just said, this is not, like, you're not about to meet my family, you're not about to meet my mom, you're not about to meet anybody. Like, this is what we're doing. We're having sex. I would show you a good time. We would still go to concerts. We do all this stuff. I guess we were doing relationship shit, but at the same time I didn't want no tie on my relationship because I'm focusing on me.
Well, and that's fine. You were upfront about that shit.
Yeah.
I was in the wrong because I just didn't communicate shit. I just kind of went with the flow, and then then when it got a little too serious, I'm like, and breaks.
But does that mean they go with the flow too then?
Mm-hmm.
That's them going with their flow and they're not being accountable about it.
I'm not putting it on them.
Okay. I mean, that's it's both parties. I'm saying you both was fucked up.
Well, no. The nurse definitely at one point invited me over for a home cooked meal, and like while I had a mouthful of pot roast, like, what are we doing? And I went, I literally shrugged and went, oh.
And then she still kept you around?
A little bit longer.
See? That's her fucking fault. That's her fault. Don't keep me around when you ask me a question and I don't have the right answer for you.
I didn't have any answer. I
don't have an answer for you, so you should knew no answer means an answer. That's what that is. Listen here, y'all. If a man can't give you an answer, that means that is the answer. If he don't know, that means you got to go. Okay? That's my relationship advice for y'all. If he don't know, you got to go. That's it. If you trying to look for a relationship or build, but most of the time, half the time, they don't know. I trick girls like this. I'm gonna put this little tip for fellas out there. Always ask a woman, what's your intentions with me? And if she don't have the answer for that, she don't even know what she wants. She's trying to find your guidance and for you to lead the part of the thing. So it's a two-way streak, and that's how I'm trying to put everything on men because we here for a good time, not a long time. And if it's just better and just continue to be a great time, then I'm here. But I still want to fuck. That's at the end of the day.
No, for sure. But I will say with the nurse, I definitely did it wrong. I should have had an answer when she asked. And then we hooked up a handful more times. And then like we stopped hanging out. And then she drunk dialed me some night where I was out with my guys. And at that point, like my phone was connected to my car speakers. And someone else was driving my car while I was drunk. She calls me and asks me where I'm at. I'm like, oh shit, I'm trashed. I'm like, I'm not in Chicago right now. And my guy who's driving is like, who's that? I'm like, oh, the nurse. And she went, what the fuck did you just call me?
Oh, that's what your profession is. What you mean?
Yeah. I guess, referring to the person you've been fucking for a minute by like a fucking nickname to your guys is probably not the best look.
Yeah.
Probably not the best look.
I mean, the way I used to have it was listed as what city they were from as their nicknames. Or I had a girl named Safari in there. She had a big old ass. And it was like, it was me and my cousin had a thing about like thick girls who had nice bodies. Like it was like a zoo, like a like a rhino booty. So we was like, ooh, kind of thing.
See, to this day, I'll do this. If I meet you in a bar, you are in my phone as first name bar I met you in.
Okay.
But that's at least your fucking actual name.
Yeah. That's still fair. I mean, I usually wait. If I don't know a girl's name, I wait for them. If I was to introduce a girl to you, I was like, hey, this is Matt.
Right.
Because I forgot her.
I do that. I do that shit all the time too. Like I do this shit at industry parties. Like, ex-performer like that I've talked to a couple times, like maybe talked to online, and it's just like at the party and like totally spacing on their name. Sorry, I drink a lot. I'm a fallible human being. I'm sorry if I forgot your name, girl.
Yeah. No, I forget their names. I definitely forget the names.
I mean, I do it to male talent too, but it's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's just people in general. Like, only so much space up here.
There is. I don't just constantly, if I'm not around you, I always say this thing. If we didn't commit any kind of crime together, if we didn't like do anything that was like unforgettable, like sex can be forgettable, but like super unforgettable, then I can't remember. You can't expect me to remember you.
Oh shit! You feel that way about the first podcast experience? Oh shit, Jody.
Man, I don't. I barely. I remember we had Douce, and I remember
a little bit of that bottle is still on the bar. By the way,
wow. I remember we was so drunk that after we left the location, we had sex in the car. That was a good night.
That was a good podcast.
It was a good podcast. I remember that. I remember that part. But that's all. I haven't forgot you then. We've been friends since.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I was just busting your balls. What it is sometimes, but yeah, no, there's definitely a bunch of people that like I have forgotten that I had sex with. Like, definitely.
Yeah. It is. I tell my wife that all the time. I was like, man, I forgot if I had sex with that girl. She say I had sex with me. I'm not sure if she's lying.
Believe women. First of all, believe women.
Well, believe the ones who are attractive. That's all. If they not attractive, yeah, she's lying.
Jody, the passage of time affects people differently.
No. Because most of the women I have sex with, and I look back at them and see them now, they still got it.
But there's no guarantees on that. They could have pumped out some kids, put on some weight, could have some bad plastic surgery. You never know.
You know what? Only time I've experienced plastic surgery was being in this side of the fence in the industry. Like prior to that, obviously I wasn't. I'm Midwest. You wasn't seeing a lot of like girls with plastic surgery. But ever since I came to the industry, you see it. But still, the women in the industry I've had sex with are actually stunning. Like, and most of them have real natural bodies. The older ones probably had little touch ups, but besides that, everybody else is fucking gorgeous. I could give you a list, but I'm not going to do that.
Nah, there's no need for all that.
They're always amazing, beautiful women. Now, there's a lot of performers who are not beautiful, but still, I'm just going to say what it is. But
well, that's the beauty of the industry. No matter your shape, size, whatever, you can, and as long as you can perform, you can work.
You know what? Some are not great performers, though.
Well, that's a problem. If you're not a great performer, that's a problem. I don't think
some like having sex, though. When I say like, there's some who are in the industry who don't like sex, and you can tell they don't like sex. They're not like sex demons.
Well, yeah, you don't have to be a sex demon. You just have to pretend you are.
Yeah, but it's the sex demons are. I can give you a list of sex demons. When you like, and girls who are sex. The sex demons versus the regular old performers. There's a gap because when you see the sex demon perform, you're like, wow, she got it. And then the other ones are like, oh, she's cute and pretty, and she just happened to have sex. And it's really not, you just like her because she's cute and pretty, but it's not like, damn, she can suck a dick, she can ride a dick, she can take a dick, or eat some pussy, whatever, however to go. But you can tell who actually are about that life. That's the main thing.
It's true. I mean, but I, over the years, have definitely met some performers who were just here for mercenary business reasons.
Yeah.
And we're still great performers. It's not a hard and fast rule.
Yeah, I guess.
And one of the things about it is it's a preference thing. There are definitely some women that like, I'm not necessarily attracted to in this industry, but they have a fan base and they have a fucking dedicated fan base.
Yeah, that's true. I can't take that away from them. There's something about them that stood out, something that works for them. So I'm not going to knock anyone's hustle.
No, nor should you.
I just may not fuck them.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a good story behind it, I may still.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Now that's when the personality came in.
Right.
That's when the personality. Oh, you actually okay? You in here for this? Okay, you're smart. You're ambitious. I like that. Let's go have sex.
Well, if they're too smart and ambitious, then I start to question why they're here because it's like you could do better, girl. Then
could they? No, we know how. Look how much money they can get so fast through this. It's not.
No, I meant
better.
Me. Why are you here?
With me.
I meant not in the industry. I meant here.
That's. I think I'm too arrogant for that. I think I'm like, I know why you here. I know why you're here.
Oh no. I play the shit up. I know. Because I'm funnier than most male talent. So
see, and a lot of male talents don't have personalities either.
I'm not saying that on air.
I'm saying that. A lot of them are autistic. Nothing wrong with autistic. You just have the learning process, whatever. But a lot of them don't have personality. Besides, a lot of them just got big ass dicks, and I'm not. That's their talent. A lot of these guys couldn't get these girls if they wasn't in this business. And that's the main thing. So, because I think about some guys who did, I'm like, man, come on, you didn't play sports, man. You're not playing sports with a 14-inch dick. You're not playing.
Just trying to play soccer, just fucking flopping around.
You're not playing football. You're not playing basketball. You're not doing nothing with a 14-inch dick. And
just try to stuff that shit in a cup.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. And hats on, like that was your gift, and that is what it is. I'm not gonna take that away from them. But a lot of them literally are socially awkward, and they come to do a job. I think that's why I struggle with being I didn't want to really be a performer because I got pussy outside of being in this industry. So I think that's why I wanted to be a director and a producer and a consultant in this industry more than a performer. Like, I'll fuck you off camera and it's going to be amazing. But when it's camera time, I'm going to make you look amazing.
Well, speaking of, what projects you been working on?
So I just shot, I've been working on Hazel Grace. I'm a consultant for her. She also runs Melodin, which is a production company. And I actually directed 2 scenes for her. She did a scene with King Nior and Jasmine. It's Nior's wife. So I directed that scene and I also directed a scene with Maya Farrell. I've been having a couple of drinks, so if I mess up the last name, it is what it is. And then Lawson Jones, which was a dope scene I directed. Also been directing for Lick Bay, which is an all oral website. So it's basically girl on girl and just blowjob content. So I've been directing for those 2 projects lately. And it's been really cool making some little artistic stuff. We had Crystal Rush, Olivia J. I can't think of names right now. Hazel Grace.
I know Hazel's been involved.
Obviously, Hazel's been involved. Who else? Think real quick. Isis Love. Missy Stone, Marika Hayes. That's it right now. This one was Cherie, DeVille, and Jenna Fox.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. Cherie is, when I was talking about performer base is actually a demon, Cherie is on that demon side. Cherie's on that demon side. She is about that life, and I see why everybody that stepmommy.
She's also just an amazing human being.
Yes, yeah, that's who. I don't know it like that, but we're gonna. She's really great. When I actually talk to her, she's super cool though.
No, she's the homie. Great person. She's the fucking best. By the time this comes out, there should be an episode in the can with Cherie and Jake Edelstein that's being recorded in a week or so.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
I know you had her on the show quite a few times.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. So
her and Jake are gonna do the show together, which will be real interesting.
Okay, that's cool. I worked with who else? Violet Myers, just a homie. I can't think of everybody else. I'm sorry. Forget me. If I forgot who else it is.
Look at you forgetting names again.
See, I forgot names, and then it just clicked on me when I get in the car. I'm like, oh, shoot, I shouldn't have said so and so. But yeah, those names. Yeah, it's been fun. I've been enjoying this journey. I haven't been in this side of the industry for a long time, but I've been around the right people in this industry for a long time. If that makes sense.
Oh, it is. I mean, that's the best way to learn in this industry is
Yeah.
be around the right people.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been around the right people. I think it's not and I always say about you, same case, when I be like, man, as many people Matt know, people cannot judge him for his social media following basis who all the top everybody that everybody likes, they know you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people can't just try to judge like, oh well, he don't have this type of following. Well,
People are talking about my fucking following.
hey, I ain't saying no names, but
Well, whoa.
But no, I'm just saying like basis, like you know, we're in a world of clout.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
in a world of all this stuff. So when people look at like they try to see your following, it doesn't compare to the top performers or top industry executives that actually know you know you basis you knowing them. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Always remember that, people. There's a difference. There's people who know you and there's people you know. So you always gotta remember when you ask Cherie, this top performer, like, hey, do you know Matt? Like, oh yes, I know Matt. That's a different kind of level basis. Matt knowing Cherie, but Cherie knows Matt. So it's those numbers don't calculate the same way in real. I was like, real life numbers do not equal social media numbers.
Oh, for sure.
Many times our pages get deleted. We can't. It's too much to comprehend with it. I mean, I'm the same way. Like, there's people who know me basis of my following on the show. Besides all the lifestyles I've lived, like, oh, we know who Jodi is. We know like this, but my social media would never equal the people who know me outside of.
Well, no. As a dude, especially as a dude who's not fucking on film,
yeah,
you're never going to have a following like they do.
Mm-hmm.
And the other, like, on the adult podcast sphere,
yeah,
everyone else who has a bigger, like, social media following me, we're already famous for something else.
That part. They dived into this side of the fence.
Right.
That's what it was. And I see that quite a bit with even certain, let's call them OnlyFans talent. They switched over to becoming this. They was big on TikTok or Instagram for doing funny stuff, and then they just utilized that to this other funnel, which is cool. More power to them.
Absolutely nothing wrong with it.
But I still walk past them like I didn't know who you were.
For sure. And you got to remember, I spent years in this industry actively not trying to be in front of camera.
Yeah.
Like, I spent years as a behind the scenes person.
Mm-hmm.
The first, 5-6 years of my time in the industry was purely behind the scenes. Like, there are pictures of me that exist at parties where I was working security for girls, or like I was roadieing for someone.
Yeah.
But I didn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
You had my shitty, my Twitter content hasn't changed much over the years. Like, it's just still my same bad takes.
Yeah.
So yes, the podcast has existed for almost 9 years now. But there have been a lot of marketing missteps in this motherfucker over the years too.
I mean, that's as my homie always say to me, he said it's called stories by the campfire. This is we have, like, when I used to be in a certain lifestyle that we cannot discuss.
Statute of limitations haven't passed.
I mean, they passed, but it's no need to talk about it. But we have stories about a campfire on the lifestyles we used to live because of where I'm from. We just have stories about a campfire, as we say. It's what we did in the trenches that no one can. That made us who we are and how we view things. Is everybody knows who we are when it's time to know who we are.
Oh, for sure. And like, I never got into this industry to be famous.
Yeah,
like that has never been the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I don't know if I've talked about this recently, but when I first started doing the podcast, like, part of the reason that my original 2 co-hosts were front and center was I was the technical guy. I was supposed to be the second fiddle. I was supposed to be the co-host.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to be the lead on the show because I was a behind the scenes person. It took me fucking years of doing this to be actually comfortable being the talent.
Yeah. That's how it always goes. I didn't want to be the talent because I've been associated with this industry for 10 years because when I was in the music industry, I used to send Roxy Reynolds, Misty Stone, Pinky, all them early ages. Like I used to in Monet Divine, I used to send them my music because I knew adult actresses were around talent and other executives. So I was like, I'm gonna go through the back door and try to get them my music. So I actually became cool with them in that regards to that. So that's my way of going in. I never want to be talented. And then when certain girls like, you should be talented, you should be talented. I'm like, no, I'd rather be. I don't want to be the player on the team. I'd rather be the coach or the owner. You know.
And when I say talent, I mean this, not fucking.
Yeah. I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. I never.
I just want to specify before people are like, wait a minute, your dick's on the internet all of a sudden.
I mean, I'll be fucking, but that was never my goal to be the person who's fucking because I'm gonna say mine is me under the influence right now. I'm very cerebral when it comes to how I move or make decisions in the business aspects of things. I see something that I can make it bigger. So that's my vision of it. I say I'm Steve Jobs behind certain shit. Like I know how to put things in the right position. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And the industry needs people that aren't just here to fuck.
Yes. No. It's a lot of guys begging to fuck.
And they don't know what goes into it.
Yeah. No. It's not easy. It's not easy to you guys who are like, my biggest dream was to be in the porn industry. How can I be in it? It's not that easy. Once these bright ass lights come on and three other guys around you, your dick cannot get up.
Can you imagine me looking at you and wanting to go home? All I want in this world is for you to get your dick hard and fuck this girl so I can go home. And I'm getting pissed off that you're not doing that.
And then also the way I direct, I have your positions already prearranged. So you're gonna be doggy style to riding to standing, and maybe you got a carrier. I don't know how strong you could possibly be, but you're gonna run into those situations. You're not fucking just to be fucking. It's gonna be dance with this. So it's a whole different situation. I mean, I like my last scene I just directed was pretty much I had a choreograph on how their sex position was gonna be. So I think the scene's gonna be freaking dope. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is all work. Like,
yeah, it's different work. We got mouths to feed. We got people to provide for besides ourselves. Huh?
Got booze to buy.
Got booze to buy. For me, it's always a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like even for me, when I create something, I always think about how do I leave my mark? What impact will I leave? And I feel like that's the reason why I'm not super big on being talent. I mean, I've been used as talent. I've been the stunt cock, as they call it. But my main thing is always being able to tell a story or direct something more than what the status quo has been of, especially me being a black native. When I say native, I mean Native American, but you can't be native to where you're from. Whatever. So me being a black native, that stories gotta be is diversity and be shot. That's my main thing. Is always creating diversity in regards to on how it's shot. And even when you have diverse crowds, how do you shoot that properly from the girls' makeup to how they look, and just making artistic shit.
Yeah, you're trying to actually make art.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure art. That's
not
really
just
what it is.
Cookie cutter scene.
Yeah, no, some stuff be too cheesy. Like, and I think that's the part of the cheesy stuff is what makes what fucks up the psyche of people, where you're thinking this stuff is real, and you're thinking this is what you're supposed to say. This is how that scenario is going to really go down, and it's never in your life is going to go down unless you look a certain type of way. I mean, I've had some scenarios happen. They're like, you know what?
Yeah, but it's not 100% of the time.
It's not 100% of the time. So you can't watching it and you're fantasizing that it's going to happen like that. it's not gonna happen like that. Like sex, the best sex actually happens just on the rarest moments.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's just
Oh, that's my Apple Watch. I got Apple Watch now.
baller. And it's always one of those things like I say to people all the time, it's like, would you try to learn how to fight from a kung fu movie?
Yes. You win. No.
Right. So you shouldn't be learning how to fuck from a porn.
Yes. I think that I think that's one thing I want to be able to showcase more in regards to the sex, in regards to stop thinking that, I mean, I know we're supposed to have the fantasy part of it, but thinking that porn sex is real sex, because if that's the case, you need to be eating more pussy. And we're not showcasing that inside of in porn enough. Like, men need to be eating more pussy. You see this beard, just having facial hair, it comes from eating pussy. Pussy gives nutrients to your beard. Like that's what that really is. So I think that need to be showcased. I mean, I know it's not super appealing to watch for some people, but I mean, I feel like porn need to showcase that more. Because now it takes 18 minutes for the woman to really warm up. You're not showing that shit. She's not, I mean, some can get off of they sucking dick early for 18 minutes, but 18 minutes. That's sex tip. 18 minutes for the vulva to be
Fully
enlarged.
engorged.
Yes. 18 minutes. So you start with your kissing, the top lips, and then you start with your kissing, the bottom lips. All right? That's how you do it. That's how you warm it up.
Well, you're gonna nipple in your mouth on the way down.
Oh yeah, you got to stay on the nipples. You got to do the left and the right. Okay.
You can't neglect one.
You can't neglect one. You got to stay on the nipples. You got to do that and pace yourself. Don't be too excited, because if you're going too fast, you're gonna come too fast. I'm answering questions that has been asked to me, like how do I last longer, or how I make my dick bigger. First of all, you can't make your dick bigger unless you're getting shots. And I believe the P shot does, like, they put extra blood in there or something like that.
I don't know.
Some guys it's secrets to shit, okay? And I'm exposing secrets. There's guys getting shots in their dick to make their dick harder and make their dick thicker.
Well, I mean, there's some people that got the fucking basically the Reebok pump in their fucking dick too.
Yeah. So, don't guys and women, whoever watching porn, understand that there's other tricks of the trade that makes their dick stronger, harder, thicker, or appear a certain way. And every woman's 5'3" and below. Okay, understand they got little hands, so every dick looks big in their hands. So that's what that is. I did that magician back in the day when he was like, here's the truth behind the magic act.
Well, and that's the thing. Well, that's all entertainment though. Like,
yeah,
part of the reason people think this shit is easy is that all they see is the finished product.
Yes.
It's like, oh, those two people are just fucking. I fuck. Yeah. I could do that.
No.
All these people are doing right now is talking on camera. I could do that. I talk.
No, it's not that easy. It's a lot of stuff that came into just preparing this situation. And it's nothing that you see. If it was so easy, they say, well, it's so easy, everyone could do it.
Well, and with podcasting, everyone tries. There are 5 million podcasts on Spotify. Yeah. Legitimately 5 million.
But how many been around for 9 years?
Well, that's the rub. Only 500,000 or so are considered active. And to be considered active, you have to have put out an episode in the last 6 months.
Okay. Yeah. And be consistent with it.
Well, that's one episode. All Spotify's qualifications is you have put out an episode for the last 6 months to fall under the active metric.
Okay.
So if you put out 2 episodes a year, Spotify considers you active.
Yeah, that's that. They need to change that. But that's money for them. At the end of the day, is bringing people to their platform.
Right. And then that's part of the problem with podcasting in general is it's hard discoverability because Spotify and Apple don't do recommendations like YouTube does.
Yeah. Okay.
And those 5 million shows, though they may not put out an episode in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, they may have only done 3 episodes. They're still there clogging up the fucking feed. And if you search for something, you may get one of those dead shows. The content's still there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's just like, just music industry anyway. Artists are not artists. They post a song out and disappear.
Well, yeah. Well, and that's the reason people traditionally signed with labels, because for the label's marketing arm.
Yes.
And in the modern era, the only possible reason to sign with a label is their marketing arm and their connections.
Yeah. No.
Because otherwise, we have the equipment right in front of us to record vocals, to lay down a track. Literally, we got a laptop. We have professional quality mics. We have a professional quality recorder. We have fucking high-end cameras. We could shoot a music video right now.
Yeah.
Could do it. But unless it got viral on YouTube or viral on social media by dumb luck.
You sign to the labels to get the machine.
Right.
I mean, I think that's for any industry. You're signing to an agent to get that machine that's going to pitch you to all the companies on a monthly basis. That's what you're doing. You're trying to buy the machine.
Well, it's not even just pitching. It's like, if you have a good agent, they already have relationships.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going to go get, like, you have some music manager like, yo, I'm just going to go get lunch with my A&R guy at Warner. We'll talk about you.
Yeah.
And because they have a relationship, be like, I got Jodi. He's real talented. Let's do this thing.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Oh, yeah. Entertainment. I mean, everything in life is about who you know. But entertainment especially is about who you know.
Yeah. That's the main thing. That's
circling back to what you were saying about like the show and my numbers. How the fuck do you think I get the guests I get?
Yeah. It's about who you know.
Yeah.
And your guest is going to recommend the next guest,
Exactly.
That's how it goes.
It's about being a known commodity. It's about who you know. Like, I often joked if like my phone fell into the wrong hands, like the numbers that are in it, it's like, ugh.
That's funny. I'm a little drunk, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because that's why, you know what? That's why this episode I have shades on. Because I know my eyes are droopy.
It's like,
I just know that this liquor, I'm hot, I'm sweating at the same time. It's weird.
I'm sorry. We had to turn off the air conditioner.
I mean, it's not you having the air on. It's just, it's this Fireball. And Fireball is, as you say, it's Canadian whiskey with, what do you say?
Cinnamon flavors and fucking,
sugar. Okay, yeah.
It is not whiskey.
Okay, it's not traditional whiskey.
No, it contains whiskey.
But it's Fireball with pineapple juice, which is called a charred pineapple. That's what they call it, a charred pineapple.
I'd never heard of that until tonight.
Well, hey, you're going to learn some things.
Apparently.
Charred pineapple. That's what we're going to call it right now. Charred pineapple.
Oh, you made
No. If you go to their website, it says charred pineapple. I didn't know that until I Googled it the other day.
I mean, I have internet again. It came back.
So you'll find charred pineapple. It's what it's called.
I don't.
Last time I was on the show, I had my wife on here. And
she wasn't even the wife at that point.
No, we was still early ages, right? Life's changed, right? Because we talked about the time I had sex in front of the 6 women, and she was part of it. And she just enjoyed watching me have sex with other women. That's her kink. What you call it?
You cuckolded her.
She's
a cuck.
She's a cuck. My wife is a cuck because my wife likes women. So in her head, she doesn't have a penis, and she doesn't do the fake penis, the strap thing. So in her head, she thinks like, let's get a real dick. And that real dick can fuck us or fuck you, and it'll be the same thing. And that's what, so even if I'm fucking a girl in front of her, I ask for permission to come. Is that also me being some sub then? If I'm asking, so it's we're a cuck submissive thing. She's a dom sub. It's a very interesting thing.
Hey, are you two happy?
We're happy.
That's all that fucking matters. Who cares what the fucking labels are?
Yeah, and we're not swingers either. That's the crazy part. We're just poly because she wants a girl. I want her to have a girlfriend. I just think she needs a girlfriend. That's because she's pansexual, and I think she needs a girlfriend. But that's another thing because we have something else going on in our life that we have to grow with and, But that's another story. Anyway.
Like, oh, that's a drunk segue if I've ever heard one. Like, oh, shit. No, can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Next thing.
Next
topic.
I've already talked about everything I want to talk about. Pretty much, I addressed the fact of that I've been flown out for sex. So if anybody want to fly me out for sex, I'll give you some dick. Wait. Let me.
I think that's a crime. I think that is a violation of the Mann Act.
Okay, I can't say
it is actually, yes, what you just asked them to do is a federal crime, Jody.
I've asked, okay, I can't ask.
If you are, actually, I have to reread the statute, but I think transporting someone across state lines purely for sexual purposes is a crime.
Okay, well, we're not going to say that.
He would love to visit your city.
I would love to visit your city. If you would like me to visit your city, just reach out to me and I got you.
Well, I want to know, since you got that fucking passport, are you going to get out of the States and actually go somewhere?
I want to.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Brazil. Is that still considered? Yeah. I want to go to Brazil.
Yeah. Brazil is definitely a place.
I want to go to Brazil.
Where do you want to go in Brazil?
Rio.
You want to go Rio?
I want to go to Rio.
You want to go to Carnival?
Yeah, I really want to go to that. I've really only traveled to places that I've just had work and I was making money in. So I've never really say I had a vacation. Like I've never had like, oh, I went to this city because it was a vacation. It was always, I've made it fun, but if it's always been work, from me being a musical artist to me being a photographer, videographer, whatever, in other cities, that's the only time I've traveled. Like it's never been like, okay, I'm gonna go out to this city because I just want to relax. I never went to Bali or Dubai or these places just because I wanted to go out there.
Dubai?
I hear it's pretty nice out there.
Not for dudes.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Well, you know why people go to Dubai, right?
Well, yeah, I know. I know why the women go to Dubai.
Right? I'm like, Jody, what are you trying to get done?
It's a lot of good money out there, but but I've never, I know it was an African prince. I'm called African princess, but she's very, very, very popular. She actually came to my hometown one time, and this is another story. And pretty much, I fucked her that night. She just was in town that night. She had like a crazy amount of followers, and I don't know if she's a princess, or queen or whatever, but she's very well known and whatever. But that night we had sex, and then she started sending me stuff in Kenya, like how much a house would cost and everything. I was like, dang, it's a good deal out there. But I wouldn't go out there. There's too many civil wars they have. They have too many civil wars.
Yeah, but visiting would be fun.
Oh, yeah. But then she ended up getting married and having kids. I got in the way.
Could have been royalty.
I could have been royalty. But it's okay. I'm happy. I'm still rich in my own way.
Fair enough.
That's what that is.
But okay, so you want to go to Brazil? Where else you want to go?
You know what? I don't know. You've been to Japan quite a bit, right?
Yep. Sorry, audience.
What? You've been to Japan? What?
A bunch of times. My audience, like, I talk about it a lot.
Okay. So
it's fun. Go.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I do want to go to the Philippines because, she's Filipino. Well, black and Filipino. I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go to. Do I really want to go to Africa? I don't know.
So I went to South Africa in 2015.
Okay.
Cape Town was pretty cool. It's a wild place. It's a wild fucking place. I'm glad I went. I'm not sure I'd want to go back because it is a motherfucker to get there.
Okay.
Like, to get to Cape Town, I also did not do the most expedient route to get there. But from LA, it was like LA to New York, day in New York to Paris, like 14 hours in Paris.
Okay, Paris.
Like, and the long New York layover and the long Paris layover were intentional. Like, I'm like, if I'm going to be in these cool cities, like I have friends in New York. I'd never been to Paris at that point. Like, if I'm going to be there, why the fuck do I just want to see the inside of the airports?
Yeah.
But once you make it to Paris, it's a 12-hour flight.
Mm.
So, say I did direct from LA to Paris. That's like 9 hours if you do it direct, if not longer. Like, I think that's,
Okay, Paris is on the list. I want to go to Paris.
yeah, like,
you know what? I don't really have a super urge. I think that's what. Oh, St. Thomas,
nice.
just for the connect. If I was in a lifestyle still, but still, I still want you to go to St. Thomas.
Yeah. So it's a 12-hour flight to Paris, roughly a 12-hour flight
Okay.
from LAX to Paris.
Okay.
So 12 hours to LAX to Paris, then another 12 hours to get to South Africa. Like,
No, that's you tired.
yeah, like 24 hours of flying.
No.
And that's if you do it direct. I didn't do it direct.
Yeah.
Because like once we finished up in Paris, we flew to Johannesburg in South Africa, and then had to transfer, like go through customs in Johannesburg, transfer to a local carrier.
It's too much.
Oh yeah, no, it was a motherfucker to get there.
It's like, and you can't pack light. It's just too much.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
Thankfully, the dollar went far as shit there.
Yeah.
The dollar went real far. It was a fun town. It was kind of crazy just because being an American down there was like being a low tier celebrity, because there were lines at some clubs that we just got cut in front of because they heard the American accent. Like, because the dollar goes so far that they're like, fucking Americans are here. You all must have some money and just let us in.
Yeah. That's why I want to go to the Philippines. Because her cousin came and was like, we told him how much we spent for rent. And he was like, oh, that's like $70,000 in their money. I was like, oh, we going there, like, just to live it up. But I mean, besides that, I don't think I really had the urge. I think that's what it is. I really never had the urge, though. I had a passport. I'm ready if it was needed, but I don't have the urge to just go somewhere.
Oh, you're missing out, man.
I think I just have too many responsibilities, and that just kills it. Like, I have too many responsibilities to take care of. Like, besides the family that I've created, just the family that created me, that I help. It's just too many things I take care of that I'd be like,
you didn't get away for 5 fucking days.
I think that's the workhorse in me too. I started thinking like, I should be working.
Hell, the last couple trips I went, I did content creation the whole time I was there.
Yeah, see?
Like, when I was in Cuba in May, I want
to go to Cuba. I want to go to Colombia. Oh, definitely want to go to Colombia. Now you got me thinking now. I want to go to Colombia.
Bogota was rad. I was there in 2018.
I want to go wherever beautiful women are. That's all.
There are beautiful women in Colombia.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You got to worry about them robbing you, but
that's where I want to go. Wherever the beautiful women are, I want to be at.
Our Airbnb host is like, yo, if you guys are out at bars and clubs, watch your fucking drinks. They will fucking drug you.
Yeah, see. No.
Like, thankfully, none of us had that problem, but we're very aware of it. And there's horror stories of American tourists getting drugged, and like whatever drug they use down there makes you like a fucking zombie. Like, you just become suggestible and like you don't remember. And there's like footage of dudes clearing out their fucking ATMs. And when they go to like, this is fraud, they're like, we have you on camera withdrawing the money.
Yeah, nah.
So you just got to be careful in Colombia. There were definitely parts of Bogota where it's like, oh, should not be here right now. Time to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's people who don't have street smarts, though. That's all.
Yeah, no, nothing like my stupid ass. This is me being stupid. Firing up a cigar like at a park, like there's an outdoor concert. Me and my friends are just chilling. I fire up a fucking cigar, and we see these dudes like across the park, like taking bumps off knives.
Mm-hmm.
And the second I fired up the cigar, like it was like, who are those motherfuckers? Like, because cigars are luxury items down there.
Yeah, they are.
So like, those gringos got money. And it was just like, okay, time to go.
Yeah,
time to go.
Mm-mm.
But I will say, with Colombia, they handle law enforcement fucking differently than us. Like, all the cops wear bright green, and they're on loud motorcycles. They want you to see them. They're there to be a visual deterrent.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike, cops here in like dark blue and shit. And
they pick you when they want to pick you.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're just like two of them on a motorcycle, just like, like, oh, there's the police. But when I was there in 2018, it was definitely like, you could tell this country had seen some shit recently. Because Bogota is the capital, and you go around like the Ministry of Justice and like the federal buildings, and there's just armed military checkpoints on the street. Dudes, full fucking rifles just on the streets.
Yeah, see, I ain't trying to see all that. I just seen
Why not?
I done seen too many movies where people go over and it's just like effed up.
Guess what? What did we just talk about? Movies in real life.
What was that movie called? Last King of Scotland. Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah, Forrest Whitaker, James McAvoy. Yeah,
that's mess. That was James McAvoy was in that.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I guess so. That was his early age. It was great acting. Then I saw a movie called No Escape with Owen Wilson. Look, you got me yawning in here, man.
Well, we're about to wrap this motherfucker. It is. Yep. Forrest Whitaker, James McAvoy.
Damn, James McAvoy is a good actor.
Yes. I'm like, I knew he was in that movie. You just had me fucking dodoubting myself. Damn, Jodi.
He's a really good actor. I forgot that. Damn, that's a fucked up movie.
I'm just saying. Movies ain't real life. Movies are the creation of creatives. Even shit that's based on real life ain't real.
Very true.
I have been to Cuba twice. 0 issue. Well, one slight issue getting in the country this time, but mostly 0 issues.
Yeah, I need to go to Cuba. Maybe because you don't look for those issues. Maybe you don't put yourself in a position of those issues.
Yeah,
but those issues exist. You just don't be. So one thing, a good friend of mine, though, whenever he go to a different city, he try to go to the hood of any other city, and he want to see the real side of the city. If you're not a traveler like that, then you're not going to see that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to resorts. I'm not a dude who's going to a resort and chilling in a resort. Okay. Like the way I travel is I get an Airbnb in a neighborhood and I go to bars and ask people what I should see in their city.
Okay.
I'm not this dude like, oh yeah, I went to Colombia to an all-inclusive resort. No, we got an Airbnb. Like when we mapped out where our Airbnb was, there was one neighborhood that was higher robbery rate, lower murder rate. And then another neighborhood that was higher murder rate, lower robbery rate. We'll go with the low murder rate neighborhood. Okay. Turned out that was actually a lower class neighborhood. The higher murder rate neighborhood was actually the rich part of town all have armed security guards in front of the houses.
Makes sense.
Like when we were taking cabs to that part of town, there were just motherfuckers with ski masks and AKs in front of people's houses.
That's wild.
It was just like, oh shit. That's why the murder rates are. They're defending the property. Like we definitely, where we were staying, like there was definitely some sketchy moments. Like the convenience store like around the corner from our Airbnb. It's like we were walking up to him that night. We're like, I'm pretty sure that dude's robbing that dude at knife point. Let's wait a minute until that's over before we like. But I grew up in a real city.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Universally, I don't have an ego about it. If like I don't feel I should be somewhere, I fucking leave.
Yeah, you got street smart. I think that's the benefit of being from the Midwest. We got street smarts.
Exactly. And hell, when I was in like Alicante, Spain, like everywhere else in the world, the poor people are put up in the hills.
Yeah.
So like before sundown, we're up in the fucking hills to like take pictures of the city from up in the hills and shit. But like as we're walking around, like yes, there's beautiful Spanish architecture, but I'm noticing like chicken bones on the fucking street and shit like that. Like the lack of sanitation like that is, generally the dead hood giveaway.
Yeah, this is true.
And it's just like there was some mural that like was a poem to the barrio. Like, and the sun started going down, and my friends were just like, "Oh, let's get a few more." I'm like, "No, we are getting the fuck back down to the town square."
Yeah, before it get fully dark.
Right. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna fuck with. There was like 6 of us in the group, 6 of us tourists in the middle of the day. I cannot guarantee that in the middle of the fucking night.
Yeah,
we need to get the fuck back down to town square. And thankfully, everyone listened to my ass, but it was still like, yeah, there's some tell signs of the fucking hood here. We need to, not be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just wherever you go, it's about having fucking common sense and swallowing your fucking pride sometimes and being like, you know what? I shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just self-awareness. A lot of people don't have.
No. We work in this industry. The interactions we have with people on the internet showed that a lot of people don't have self-awareness.
Oh, yeah. We see it from people when fans come up to them, or male and female. We did that. Like, yo, the self-awareness is lost. But yeah, that's what it is.
It is. But Jodi, I know you're a little drunk. It's about that time.
Yeah, it's getting late. You got to push it back for me late. So yeah, it's about that time.
I'm gonna call last call on this motherfucker.
Last call. I'm not having another drink when we say last call though.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But before we get you out of here, where can they find you on the things?
You're gonna find me on you gotta find me on the Cornhub, whatever y'all call it now these days, on the sensory. Type in Lickbay, LICKBAE. I was gonna say babe, but it's Lickbay. That's on Pornhub. On my Instagram is Hello Mister Jodi. You spell out Mr. Hello Mister Jodi. And the same is for the same is for my Twitter is Hello Mister Jodi. I got other personalities that floats around here, but you need to pay attention to Mister Jodi. That I'm gonna be a director that's be all up in your videos. I have to do that now. I have to show my face because a lot of directors you don't see who they are. A lot of them are mystery men. I'm gonna be like Quentin Tarantino. I'm gonna be show up like, okay, there I was, and I just drop out.
Hell yeah. Jodi, we'll do it again. Hopefully sooner than 2 years.
Yeah, man, sooner than a year. You know what I'm saying? After, I'm going to be a nominee next year. That's my goal. That's what that is to go. Director of the Year nominee. That's what I'm on. But yeah, we'll see you. We see you, and now we drink because we did drink. And I got a little bit of the bottle, a third of the bottle. I think that's a third.
You did some damage. Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
All right.